leader of the Patriotic Alliance, PA, and recently appointed Minister of Public Works Gayton McKenzie, has replied angrily to President Julius Malema of the Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, calling him a jailbird. Before we continue, please kindly subscribe to our channel, turn on the notification bell so as to get all our updates. A remark made by Malema at a rally in Soweto over the weekend garnered a lot of attention and led to a verbal spat between the two politicians. Malema jailbird statement references to McKenzie past, notably his time spent in prison for illegal acts during his childhood. But McKenzie has always been upfront about his criminal history, which he claims he has used as motivation to turn his life around and fight for South Africa's advancement. He has often emphasized his journey of change and atonement as a businessman, motivational speaker, and current political figure. McKenzie criticized Malema harshly on social media, accusing her of being hypocritical and neglecting to address important concerns that impact South Africans. Malema has nothing else to say, therefore he is fixated on my history. In contrast to him, I don't cover up my errors, and I am proud of the person I've become. McKenzie said, "My work speaks for itself." He also chastised Malema for not having any tangible answers to the urgent issues facing South Africa and for using personal assaults as a diversion from the EFF's failings. The conversation has highlighted the escalating hostilities between the EFF and the Patriotic Alliance, especially as both parties fight for sway over South Africa's democratic system. The competition between McKenzie and Malema is expected to heat up as national elections approach, perhaps influencing the conversation in the months to come. Once more, African National Congress, ANC, icon Naledi Pandor has issued a direct and severe warning, claiming that the party's electoral slump would continue unless immediate remedial action is done. Former cabinet minister and longtime ANC member Pandor admitted the party's poor showing in the most recent May 29 elections, when it lost both its parliamentary majority and a sizable portion of territory in 3 provinces. The seriousness of the ANC's predicament is shown by Pandor's candid appraisal, which was shared with Chidi Madia on EWN's Politricking podcast. She underlined how important it is for the party to face its inadequacies and deal with the increasing disenchantment among South Africans. Pandor's comments are expected to be well received by detractors, such as Julius Malema of the Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, and former President Jacobzuma, who have long maintained that the ANC has lost contact with its core support. The ANC has been deeply reflecting as a result of their election losses. Many ANC members agree with Pandor's remarks, recognizing that drastic change is necessary to win back the public's confidence. Corruption, incompetent leadership, and the party's disregard for urgent socio-economic problems are the main causes for worry. In order to revive the ANC's core principles and re-establish a connection with its constituents, Pandor's call to action is seen as a constructive criticism. Pandor's remarks are a wake-up call for the ANC as it navigates this crucial moment. It would be wise for the party's leadership to take her advice and start a serious reform program. The African National Congress, ANC, has to show real progress in tackling South Africa's urgent issues, such as economic inequality, healthcare, and education, before the general elections in 2024. Though Pandor's intervention has generated discussion, the party's ability to face its shortcomings and take a different approach will determine how much of an influence it has. On Thursday night, MK party supporters on KwaZulu-Natal's lower south coast will have to pay up to R20,000 each to see their recently appointed national organizer, Floyd Shivambu. Shivambu's first big speech since joining the MK party took place at the event that has attracted a lot of attention, and it is anticipated to be a crucial turning point in the party's mobilization efforts leading up to the 2024 elections. The recent decision by Shivambu, a former senior member of the Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, to join the MK party has generated both excitement and controversy in the political community. His inclusion in the MK party is seen as a calculated ploy to increase its clout and draw in younger, more radical supporters who have historically backed the EFF. Shivambu's job as national organizer is to spearhead the party's grassroots movement and broaden its base of support across South Africa. The event will be held at a luxurious location along the scenic South Coast and is advertised as an intimate encounter with one of South Africa's most vocal and divisive